Y'all, welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, the channel where we speak the truth, we stand firm, and we ride hard for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. You know what it is. Over here we tell no lies, and we see right through the smoke and mirrors of the royal circus. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, tap the notification bell so you don't miss a single drop of the truth, and if you're feeling the energy, go on and drop a super thanks to keep this Sussex train rolling. Now let's get into it. Because once again, they're dragging Harry's name through the mud over a wedding. Yes, you heard me, a wedding. So here we are, the royal press machine is in overdrive again, because Harry might not attend the wedding of his cousin, Peter Phillips, Princess Anne's eldest son, who just got engaged to pediatric nurse Harriet Spurling. Now, mind you, no date has even been set for the wedding yet, but somehow, the focus isn't on the couple. It's not on the joy of an engagement or the possibility of a new beginning for Peter and Harriet. No. The media wants to turn it into yet another saga about will Harry and William finally reunite, and frankly, it's exhausting. Let's make one thing clear. Prince Harry is not the problem. The problem is the toxic system that cast him and Meghan out like yesterday's news, and now wants to guilt-trip him for not showing up to smile for the cameras. Let's talk about the facts. Ever since Harry and Meghan made the courageous decision to step away from their senior royal roles in 2020, to protect their family, their mental health, and frankly, their dignity, they've been vilified nonstop. The British press, with their venomous headlines, their racial undertones, their obsession with controlling the Sussex narrative. They've worked hand in glove with royal courtiers and bitter insiders to smear Harry and Meghan at every turn. And now they've got the audacity to act surprised, even indignant, when Harry doesn't hop on the next plane to London every time someone says wedding bells. Please, let's not pretend like Harry hasn't made effort after effort. He's shown up to funerals, memorials, and significant family events even when it hurt. Even when he knew the cold shoulders would be waiting. Let's rewind, shall we? Remember Queen Elizabeth's funeral in 2022? Harry showed up, dignified, gracious, resilient. And how was he treated? Tossed to the back row, stripped of military honors, his uniform taken away while others wore theirs proudly, including Prince Andrew, by the way. The same Andrew who settled a sexual abuse lawsuit. But Harry, a decorated war veteran who served 2 tours in Afghanistan, was denied the respect he earned. And for what? For marrying a black woman and refusing to be silenced? Come on. Then in 2024, Harry didn't attend the wedding of his friend, the Duke of Westminster. Why? Because of security concerns. Not drama, not bitterness. Just basic, legitimate concerns for his safety, and that of his wife and children. Harry has made it clear time and time again, he cannot and will not subject his family to the UK without proper protection. And who can blame him? The UK government stripped him of his automatic police protection when he stepped back from royal duties, even though he's offered to pay for it himself. But no, they said no. So let's stop pretending this is about Harry not wanting to attend. He's being prevented from attending. The institution made a choice. They made it hard, deliberately. And let's also not forget that Harry's not just dealing with red tape. He's dealing with emotional trauma. He's been ghosted by his own brother. That's right. According to insiders, Harry's calls and texts to William often go unanswered. This is a man who was once closer than close to his brother. They grew up in the same palace, faced the same tragedies, and yet when Harry dared to forge his own path, William turned his back. And it's sad. Deeply sad. Because family should be family. But Harry is not the villain for walking away from abuse. Meghan is not the villain for protecting her peace. They both did what many of us would have done if we had the chance. Now back to this wedding. Peter Phillips and Harry reportedly shared a close bond growing up. They were part of that tight royal cousins circle, attending events, sharing summers at Balmoral, going on royal outings. But the question everyone's asking is, will Peter invite Harry? Let's be real. If he doesn't, it says more about the influence of the palace than it does about any personal tension. Peter isn't a working royal. He has more freedom to make his own decisions. But even so, you can bet that the royal institution has its fingerprints all over his guest list. That's how it works. They isolate. Then they spin the narrative. They want Harry to appear aloof, uncaring, distant. But the truth is, Harry has always been the one reaching out. He's been the one extending the olive branches, showing up even when it was uncomfortable. Even when the press was gunning for him, and now they want to bait him again. Dangle a family event in front of him, then crucify him if he doesn't show. But y'all, Harry is done playing that game. And let's be very clear. If Harry doesn't attend Peter's wedding, it will not be a snub. It will be a continuation of the same pattern. A man choosing safety, peace, and self-respect over royal pageantry and toxic proximity. Meghan and the children, Archie and Lily, aren't being brought into the UK because their father can't guarantee their safety. Imagine that. Imagine being a prince and still not being able to protect your wife and kids in your own homeland. That is the legacy the British establishment has left him with. That's not a family, that's a hostile environment. So, if Peter's wedding ends up being another photo op for Will and Kate, another press circus with backhanded headlines about absent Harry, we see it for what it is, a setup. And let's talk about that so-called reconciliation between Harry and King Charles. Because, yes, aides held private talks recently, and yes, that's a sign of movement. But where was William? Nowhere. He reportedly wasn't even aware of the meeting. So how do you expect Harry to reunite with his brother at a wedding when the brother can't even show up for family healing? And don't let the press fool you with these subtle jabs about Harry missing Trooping the Colour, Christmas at Sandringham, and Balmoral Summers. Let's not act like Harry was invited to those events. He wasn't. You can't say someone missed something when they were deliberately excluded. The truth is, Harry has built a new life, one based on service, love, and authenticity. He's thriving in California. He's raising his children with kindness. He's supporting veterans, mental health initiatives, and fighting for a better world. Meghan is growing her brand, speaking truth, building her legacy. And together they are everything the royal family should have celebrated, but instead tried to silence. So no, we don't need to hold our breath hoping Harry and William will reunite at a wedding. What we need is accountability. What we need is truth. What we need is for the press to stop exploiting Harry's absence while ignoring the root cause of it. The bullying, the racism, the betrayal. Harry is not broken. He's not bitter. He's evolved. So whether he attends Peter's wedding or not, one thing is clear. He owes no one an explanation. Not the royal family, not the British media, and certainly not the haters still clinging to the idea that he should have stayed quiet, stayed obedient, stayed miserable. That era is over. And we here at Royal Sussex Squad are going to keep telling the truth, loud, unapologetically, and with love. Now family, if you appreciated this deep dive, if you see through the hypocrisy and stand with Harry and Meghan, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Drop a like. Share this video with your fellow truth-tellers. And if you want to support the work we do here, go ahead and leave a super thanks. It goes a long way in helping us fight the noise with facts. Will Prince Harry and Prince William reunite at their cousin's wedding? The brothers last appeared together at a 2024 family memorial, but did not interact. Prince William and Prince Harry may both be invited to an upcoming royal wedding amid their years-long rift. The prince's cousin, Peter Phillips, announced his engagement to Harriet Spurling last week. The couple has yet to officially announce a date, but there's already speculation about the guest list. Could Prince Harry and Prince William reunite at their cousin's upcoming wedding? It's possible the brothers will both soon receive an invite to the wedding of their eldest cousin, Peter Phillips, to his second wife, Harriet Spurling. Peter announced his engagement to the pediatric nurse on Og, sharing that William and wife Kate Middleton, along with King Charles and Queen Camilla, had been informed of the happy news prior to the official royal announcement. While the couple has yet to set a wedding date, speculation is already swirling over whether both princes will attend amid their ongoing years-long feud. As the eldest male grandchildren of the late Queen Elizabeth, Peter, the son of Princess Anne and her first husband Captain Mark Phillips, grew up close to both William and Harry. But in recent years, tensions between the brothers have strained the royal family dynamic. The last time the three were publicly seen together was at the funeral services for Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Peter Phillips, Prince William, and Prince Harry, during the ceremonial procession during the funeral of Prince Philip at Windsor Castle on April 17, 2021. Alistair Grant, WPA Poole, Getty. If only one brother attends, the likely choice is William. Harry's relationship with the UK royal establishment has been fraught since he and Meghan Markle stepped back from official duties in 2020, especially following the government's decision to end his automatic police protection, a move Harry criticized publicly. In May, after losing a legal appeal against the decision, Harry told the BBC, "I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point." However, Harry has attended several important family events alone and has openly expressed his sadness over not being able to be there more often. especially for his children, Prince Archie, 6, and Princess Lilibet, 4, to share those moments. The things that they're going to miss is, well, everything, Harry continued. I love my country. I always have done, despite what some people in that country have done. This wouldn't be the first time Prince Harry has missed a wedding involving his brother and other relatives. In June 2024, Harry did not make the trip to Northern England for the high-profile wedding of his friend Hugh Grosvenor, the Duke of Westminster, and Olivia Henson. While Harry was invited, it was understood by all parties that attending would be difficult given the Duke of Sussex's security issues. Prince William, who served as an usher at the ceremony, and cousin Princess Eugenie both attended the event. A source described the conversation between Harry and Hugh as an understanding between the two friends, and an insider close to the couple confirmed that they mutually agreed Harry would not attend. The Duke of Sussex sends his love and support and admiration for the couple. On their wedding day, the source told People. The last known time William and Harry reunited was in August 2024 at the memorial service for their uncle, Lord Robert Fellows, held at St. Mary's Church in Norfolk. However, sources reveal the brothers kept their distance, sitting apart and avoiding interaction throughout the event. This rare shared appearance underscores the complicated dynamic between the siblings. According to insiders, Harry's attempts to reach out to William, via texts and calls, often go unanswered. A royal source described the rift as very bad, though not irreparable. Despite their ongoing estrangement and limited communication, there were encouraging signs of a potential royal family reconciliation last month, when aides for Harry and King Charles held a private meeting. It quote unclear if William was made aware of the meeting. A friend of the Prince of Wales reportedly told the Daily Mail, "It's no coincidence that William and Catherine did not have a representative at the Royal Overseas League." But royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam said, "The king would never have made these moves without William's support and understanding." In a June piece published by the Sunday Times tied to Prince William's 43rd birthday, a source close to William spoke about his estrangement from his brother. "What has struck me the most recently is that he just doesn't mention it at all," the friend said. "It used to be that the family stuff was taking up a lot of space in his head. It was a very close relationship, and he was very upset. But he's not letting it get to him at all anymore. It is a change. It's sad, but it's a much healthier space for him to be at," the friend continued. In June, Harry and Meghan missed their third consecutive Trooping the Colour, King Charles's official birthday celebration and one of the royal family's most high-profile annual events, after not receiving a royal invite. They were also not invited to the 2024 Royal Christmas Gathering at Sandringham, an annual tradition, or the Summer Gathering at Balmoral. It remains to be seen how much Harry's royal rift will affect his cousin's decision to invite him to his wedding. It's also possible that Peter and Harriet will keep their nuptials low-key, as he is not a working royal, and it is a second marriage. Peter was previously married to Autumn Kelly from 2008 to 2021. The former couple share 2 daughters, Savannah, 14, and Isla, 13. Harriet is from a prominent English line herself, as she descends from the Courage family, who founded the well-known Courage Brewery, according to the Daily Mail. Hello reported that she also has a daughter named Georgia. Until next time, stay bold, stay brilliant, and remember, over here we ride with the Sussexes, always. Peace and power, Royal Sussex Squad. We out.